上善若水 or to be like water. The way and its power is the translation of 道德经. This June, also my hardest time of my life. I just graduated, but I don't want to find a job. I'm wondering why people always set a time for graduate, for finding a job, for marriage.
Yes.
But for me, I just want to go my own way, find my own path. Yes. So I today bring my own feeling, my own story related to 道德经. This kind of wisdom really changed me, saved me from my hardest moment of my life. First, I want together with you to watch a video about Bruce Lee. It's all about to be like water.
Cause empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. When you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, water can crash. Be water, my friend.
I have the one question for you. What is the wisdom of water? Can you give me some answer? What is the wisdom? Formless. Yes. And then another. Flexible. Yes.
Suitable for any situation.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely.
Changeable.
Yes, changeable too. And for me, he's not only a martial art kung fu master, but also a philosopher. And I found the wisdom of water from 道德经. And I want to show you 3 sentences in 道德经 reflected the wisdom of water. And let's see the first. And I will try to read it for you, and you read the Chinese sentence after I read the English version, okay? The best of man is like water. Water benefits all things and do not compete with them. It dwells in the lowest place that all is in, where it comes near to the道. Can you read the Chinese sentence?
善山若水，水善利万物而不争，处众人之所恶，故以己道。
Actually, maybe you find it's difficult to understand. Me also. The second sentence I will read it too. The softest thing in the world can penetrate the hardest. There is no space that metals can enter. Okay, you can read the Chinese sentence.
天下之至柔，驰骋天下之之间，无有人足间。
The third sentence. Okay, I will read the English sentence. Reversion is the action of power. Gentleness is the function of power. You read the Chinese sentence.
反者道之动，弱者道之用。
More confused, right? That's the first time I touched philosophy. So you don't know what the teachers talk about, and I don't know too. But when you take this principle, this knowledge, this theory to your own life and try to make it happen, then what will happen? Let us let philosophy happen. This is the philosophy I take. You know, 1 year ago, I was stay in my own school. People are all the same. We compete with each other. There are like 2 cups. We're at the same level, but we compete with each other. What will happen? We will crash, and water maybe flow. So in this place, I found it's meaningless. I found I can learn nothing in this place, and also people don't want to learn from me too. So 1 year ago, I come to Shanghai. Each week I train. Can you imagine? Each week, each Friday, you take train for 3 hours to Shanghai. And my school is in Yangzhou. And when I'm in Yangzhou, I take 3 hours to be here for this meeting. Can you imagine what is the magic of black meeting?
Magic power.
It changed me from a person who prepared nothing for my speech to a person who spent more than 10 hours to prepare this speech. It changed me from a freshman, know nothing about designing, to an expert. What supports me is the wisdom of water. Okay, let's take it back again. Okay, this is me, and I found a place black in Shanghai. And this is the upper cloud. And in this situation, I learned from Shanghai, from this kind of kind people. They treat me so nice. They teach me a lot. They're like my teachers. They're all like my mentors. Like Rosa, like Leslie, and Leslie, like, okay, all of you are my teachers. I learn a lot from you. Did you see what is different with the former situation? One up and one down, right?
You drink the water and feed the water.
And this cup is full of water. Too much water. Right? Yes, I learn a lot, but I also get more confused. What this kind of knowledge be useful to me? Yes, I learn really a lot of things, but I found more confused. I can't find a way to earn my life. I can't find a way to use this kind of knowledge. So I started to do online teaching in my WeChat, 视频号, yes. I try to teach philosophy using English on my WeChat. What kind of people will listen to a student teaching philosophy and using English? What's the problem with me? But I persisted for 1 year, and up until now, I nearly finished 2 books. The story of philosophy and the short history of Chinese philosophy. 1 book about Western philosophy, 1 book about Chinese philosophy. I become the upper cup, and my students is the lower cup. I pour the water into it. Okay, let's see what happened. What's the difference?
Your student got knowledge from you.
Yes, students got the knowledge and I empty again. This kind of situation, this kind of process make me structured again, make me empty again. So, this cup is empty again, right? Then I can learn more from Black, from Shanghai. I learn more things and be more powerful. So, back to this. What is rehearsal, practice, and learn? My understanding is that rehearsal is a process of your learning. You're learning a lot of things. Just prepare for one moment. Just like this moment. I was shining on the stage, but before that, I take more than 10 hours to focus on this script. And it may be hard, but when I think about this moment, also when the moment the posters are advertised, are sent out, I feel I'm satisfied. You know, each time I make a beautiful poster, I wanted to send more than 10 club groups in WeChat because I did it. I make it. It's a wonderful, it's a brilliant work. So I send it up. At this moment, PR work is not a kind of a workload or a job for me. It is a growing possession for me. I empty myself. I become the lower cup and learn a lot of things. And at the same time, I become a teacher and teach someone else, make myself structured and empty again. That philosophy happen to yourself. That really make it meaningful. First, empty your mind, focus on learning. In the process of my preparing for my speech, I spend 10 hours for focus. What kind of 10 hours? I use the live broadcast teaching way to prepare my speech. I always will imagine there is someone who watch me to prepare my own work. Actually, there's no one watch me, but I will become focused. Focus is the most important thing when you empty your mind. Yes, you have to focus the work. You have to make your time efficiency. Then the second, be adaptable. Adaptable, find the basic principles. Someone will ask me, your major is not designing, and you can do a lot of things such as you can make a good speech, you can teach, you can make posters, you can even cut short videos. How can you be this multi-ability, right? My reason is that find the basic principle. You know, for me, a poster is not just a poster. My understanding about poster is that in 3 minutes to persuade someone else, it is a speech in 3 minutes. It's all about expression and persuasion. So this is adaptable. You see, the water has no foam. It is shapeless, so it can fill into any shape. So be like the water. Find a good standard and learn from it. And at last, you are yourself the standard. And then the third, keep practice and learn from mistakes. You know, I made very much time mistakes. I even sometimes spell the keynote speaker's name wrong. Mistake is so important. When you practice, you definitely will make mistakes. But after you make mistakes, you can learn. Then the circle is made. You learn, relearn. The next version poster is always better than the last. So if you keep practice, keep making mistakes, and keep learning, you will be the best version of yourself. Okay, I think it's quite ridiculous. Yes, this is my idol, Cai Jibun. If anyone want to have my WeChat and have more connection with me, you can scan this QR code. Be like X. I really like this model because he is low. He can suffer someone else laugh and ridiculous. And he put himself to the bottom, and then no one can defeat him. That's my speech. Thank you.